sometimes when I do phone interviews and a journalist is boring, I just start saying crazy stuff to make it fun for me and make the most out of my time. And she said, what do you talk about in your comedy? I said, I talk about the straights. And she put that in the paper, for real? His performances include comedic jokes related... Wait, comedic jokes? As opposed to all the other types of jokes that are out there? Am I missing out on a genre of jokes? I hate for that to be the reason I don't make it big. Yeah, Hannibal Buress could have been huge, but he focused all his energy on comedic jokes. When there was so many other types of jokes out there, he really pigeonholed himself. And I'm some bitter old man comedian. Yeah, these young comedians, they focus on all types of jokes, esoteric jokes and jokes about hats. We were purists. We only did comedic jokes, these young dudes, man. I don't like the environment at all. I'm not an environmental person. Sometimes I let the water run for 45 minutes before I hop in the shower. Just to do it, keeps running. It won't stop running. It makes me feel like the Poseidon of my apartment building. Let the water flow. It just keeps running. So wasteful, but it feels awesome. You never know. I might be saving somebody. Say some dude is drowning in a lake or the river or whatever. He's drowning, but the water only comes up to like right there because I decided to play a game of Madden before I hopped in the shower. I'm a hero. My methods are just different from yours. I see people yell at their dogs, I get upset. I get mad for the dog. The people like, sit. It's like, relax. The dog is already kind of sitting in relation to you anyway. I feel like you just want to tell another species to do something. Relax. Maybe that dog don't want to put his bare ass on 6th Avenue. You ever thought that? Because I wouldn't want to put... Like, I could see if the dog was doing something crazy for you to tell it to sit. Like if it stood up on his hind legs and started trying to like box people. Like, is your dog trying to fight me right now? Tell it to sit. 2 years ago, I got a job writing at Saturday Night Live. My first week writing at Saturday Night Live, Megan Fox was the host. And you can meet with the host to talk about your sketch. So a producer comes around, said, hey, do you want Megan Fox to come by your office? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Are you creating a situation where Megan Fox has to talk to me? Hell yeah. So to give you some background on the sketch I wrote for her, I'm a big fan of scatting and music, not scatting, shitting on people. Gotta be clear for people. Cause I always wonder how scatting started. I picture two singers in the back of a club, hey man, did you write your song for tonight? Nah, I only wrote half of it. Well, what are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna sing that half and the rest I'm singing gibberish. You can't sing gibberish. Listen, man, these people are drunk. We got a band back here with us. If I feel like I sell it, we can just do some rhythmic gibberish. And he goes out there, skip-a-da-ba-ba, beat-a-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, and people go crazy for gibberish. He's walking off stage all cocky. The other guy's like, whatever, when you write, you write. So I wrote a sketch where Megan Fox was a horror movie villain that killed her victims with scatting. Yeah, it didn't make it to television at all. It didn't deserve to make it to television. But what's cool about SNL is that all the sketches get read through. So Megan Fox had to scat in a room full of people. Skip-a-da-ba-ba. And I'm like a creep in the corner holding my script. Like, yes, Megan Fox is reading my words right now. Yeah. Megan Fox is reading the words right now that I wrote. Oh, nah, Megan, you messed up a lot. One week there was a monkey written into the opening monologue. And then the day before the show, we got a message saying we had to write new jokes because the monkey isn't available anymore. Which makes me picture a monkey on the phone like, yeah, I don't want to do Saturday Night Live anymore. I don't like that show. That show sucks. Hasn't been funny since the 70s. Like, damn, that monkey's kind of mean. And he's over-romanticizing the Belushi era. That shit was... So there's a dress rehearsal and an air show, and it's more sketches on the dress rehearsal. Whatever doesn't do well gets cut, and then that's the air show. So I had a sketch that made it to dress rehearsal. And when you have that, you sit under the bleachers where the audience is sitting with Lorne Michaels, and you watch it on a monitor, and he gives you notes. This particular sketch of mine was bombing horribly. And during that, I was just practicing acting like my sketch wasn't bombing. Like, hey, chill out, man. It's a slow build. It's a slow build. Relax. It was a slow build to nothing. This sketch bombed horribly. And he usually gives a note. Hey, maybe this person should walk in quick. He didn't have nothing to say. It was quiet. He said, well, that was conceptually adventurous. I like that job, though. We had interns the job. You tell them to do stuff, and they do it. It's great. You got to be nice to them, though. I had this guy fax something. Hey, man, fax that for me. And I gave him another page. Hey, fax something for yourself, too. I was leaving work one day. I got on the elevator going down and stopped on 3. This man got on and said, thank you. And what are you thanking me for? I don't work on the elevator. This ain't Mad Men. Why are you talking to me? Why are you thanking me to get on the elevator? What is your life like? Are you not allowed on the elevators? Do people usually push you off the elevator? Get off the elevator, Steve. Stairs for you. It's always been stairs. I try to forget part of my past, but they don't let me do it when I can't get a Macy's card. And I feel like I'm succeeding in life, but when you try to get a Macy's card and it doesn't work out, it lets you know what you did when you were 19 years old. Just trying to figure it all out, man. They say you teach people how to treat you based on your behavior. You teach people how to treat you, so I'm trying to teach people that if my zipper's down, just let that shit go. But people love telling you your flyer's down without even knowing your position on zipper politics. They just assume you share their views. Sir, your flyer's down. Oh yeah, my flyer's down? Well, is my dick out? Because if my dick isn't out, I feel like you over-exaggerating right now. Sir, your flyer's down. Yeah, my flyer's down, because I'm not a conformist piece of shit like you. It's anarchy down here, and I'm living it. What's up? I was downtown Chicago. There was a homeless dude. He walked up to me and said, hey, sir, your flyer's down. I said, hey, man, your life is down. Couple things. Hey, listen, man, this is a quick fix for me right here. Don't worry about me, sir. You need to be making short-term plans and long-term plans. Good comedy punches down. What's up? Tom sunglasses. Give sight. So I got nephews and nieces. I understand my nephews always crying. I'm like, dude, why are you crying? Your life is great. All you do is eat applesauce and take dumps. That's your day. My sister's like, Hannibal, he's crying because he's sleepy. I'm like, why does he just go to sleep then? Because that's what I do when I'm sleepy. I just go to sleep. I don't stay woke. Like, I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy and exhausted. I'm so tired right now. What should I do about this? Hey, man, just go to sleep. Because right now you're wasting time. You could be spending sleeping with your crying. Why aren't you a more practical baby? I think this baby's really horrible at time management. He needs to learn how to manage his time more effectively. My niece is 4. She's very smart. 2 smartphone, good. She was coloring one day, and I tried to connect with her on like a coloring level. I grabbed the red crayon, put a little red on the paper. I grabbed the blue crayon, put a little blue on the red. I was like, look, Peyton, red and blue makes purple. She was like, I got a purple crayon right here. It's like, touche. That was the dumbest I ever felt in life. And a 4-year-old did it. So when I drink, I get into weird stuff like older women. It's been happening a lot lately. I went on a date with this 40-year-old chick. I'm 25. She's like, yeah, Hannibal, you're gonna be my toy. I was like, nah, you're gonna buy me Xbox 360 games. Those are the toys. Then after one of my shows, this 47-year-old woman came up, yeah, Hannibal, I'm 47, I could teach you some stuff. I was like, ooh, 47 kind of old, baby. But I took a number anyway, because you never know when you can use a 47-year-old woman for some stuff. Call up like, hey, what's up? There's this episode of Happy Days on. I don't really understand what's going on. Can you explain this Happy Days plot line to me, please? I was over this girl's place late one night. It's like 3 a.m. She said to me, Hannibal, what if we just laid here tonight? What if we didn't do anything? What if we just laid here? I was like, yo, I'd probably leave. I moved to New York a few years ago. The first time I came to New York, I didn't really move to New York. I just popped up in New York because my sister was living here. I just popped up at her place and said, hey, what's going on? I have $200 in dreams. Let's do this. I just popped at her. I was rude as hell. So they kicked me out after 2 weeks. And so I was packing up, and my sister said, what are you gonna do, Hannibal? What are you gonna do? I said, don't worry what I'm about to do. You just kicked me out. It's like if you shot somebody, pow, pow. So what hospital are you going to? You got health insurance, you got an HMO or a PPO. You should get some gauze or Neosporin and those gunshots. So I was in New York, I had to find a job. I applied for a job at Starbucks. One of the questions was, why do you want to work at Starbucks? Because my life is in shambles. Stuff isn't going how I thought it'd be going. That $200 is gone. And I remember I was just trying to crash wherever I could crash, and I was hanging out with some other comedians, and we were at this girl's place hanging out, smoking and drinking, and her place was so disgusting. It was the most disgusting place I've ever been in. And everybody bounced, and she said, Hannibal, you can crash here if you want to. I said, nah, you know what? I'm gonna just go sleep on the train. I'll take my chance sleeping around strangers. I was on the train, I made eye contact with this woman, the train stopped, and she got off and moved to another car, which was a good move on her part, because I definitely was about to pull my dick out. So, great intuition, random lady on the train. Good call, but it's my move now, I got legs too, what's up? I'm not gonna foil my creepy plans that easily, I'm dedicated to this. I was waiting for the train and I fell asleep and I woke up and there was a guy sitting 2 seats away from me, but he was wearing my hat. And I woke up, I said, hey man, that's my hat. And he said, you gave me the hat. Which means either I'm just really generous when I'm sleepy. Hey man, that's a cool ass hat, whatever, leave me alone, take the hat. Either I'm a generous when I'm sleepy or he's the boldest thief ever. Because how bold is it to steal something from somebody and then fall asleep wearing the thing that you stole from them 2 seats away? Like, whatever, I have no fears. I do shows at colleges sometimes, and when I do a college show, I do an interview with the school paper, and the result could be a horrible article. So I want to share with y'all this article from a gig I did at Eastern Illinois University in Charleston, Illinois. This is all real and in print. A human being wrote this, and then they sent it to a higher ranking human being, an editor, and that person said, yeah, let's go with that. Quick-witted Buress set for laughs. Comedian helps bring diversity to campus. Wait. I'm responsible for bringing diversity to your campus? Because you realize the type of diversity I bring is very temporary. Because I'm leaving as soon as I get my check. This town sucks. Actually, paper before the show. It was a phone interview, and sometimes when I do phone interviews and a journalist is boring, I just start saying crazy stuff to make it fun for me and make the most out of my time. And she said, what do you talk about in your comedy? I said, I talk about the straights. And she put that in the paper, for real? His performances include comedic jokes wait, comedic jokes? As opposed to all the other types of jokes that are out there? Am I missing out on a genre of jokes? I hate for that to be the reason I don't make it big. Yeah, Hannibal Buress could have been huge, but he focused all his energy on comedic jokes. When there was so many other types of jokes out there, he really pigeonholed himself. And I'm some bitter old man comedian. Yeah, these young comedians, they focus on all types of jokes, esoteric jokes and jokes about hats. We were purists. We only did comedic jokes, these young dudes, man. His performances include comedic jokes related to personal stories, current events, the streets. You know what? I take the blame for that. I said that on the record. I take the blame. His performances include comedic jokes related to personal stories, current events, the streets, and even food, he said. What? Even food? Who else is talking about food in the comedy game right now? Nobody, just Hannibal Buress, that's all. He has cornered that subject matter. He is the Lenny Bruce of grocery store humor. He is so edgy. You should have saw when he was in Dallas, Texas, half the crowd walked out when he did his new bit about lettuce. It was crazy. He was too edgy for that town. Matt Caponera, the University Comedy Coordinator, said Buress was picked because he stood out more than other choices. He stands out like an exclamation point, Caponera said. I don't know if that's weird or borderline racist. Let's go with weird. It's easy to go racist. Let's go with weird. Because I think it's weird to compare people to punctuation. Nah, I think he's more like a semicolon comedian, very semicolon-like in delivery and how he paces. I don't even know how to use a semicolon to this day. I use a comma every time. And you know what? If I email somebody and they get upset about me using a comma instead of a semicolon, that's not a person I want to work with anyway. And that's how you weed people out of your life. Buress was the most popular comedian in Caponera's price range of $2,000. It was a couple years ago. Two things about that. One, you goddamn right I was. Hell yeah. I was ruling that price range in the Midwest 2 years ago. Two, how tacky is that? Did she go to her editor? Hey, I want to make this article more tacky. You have any ideas? Well, maybe you could mention the amount of money he's making from the show. That adds nothing to the article at all. Plus, we get the added bonus of putting his business out there and making it harder for him to charge more than that in the future. So, I think if you're going for word count, that's your move. Caponera said he also picked Buress because he is African-American, which added more diversity to the comedic lineup this semester. He's a black comedian, so it makes our crowd more diverse, and everyone gets what they want, Caponera said. Everyone gets what they want? That's a weird, broad thing to say. Like, even people that didn't attend the show, hey, did you book Hannibal Buress? Yeah, we booked. Are you coming to the show? Nah, I'm not coming to the show, but I got what I wanted. Because everybody gets what they want when I come to town. Town morale peaks, is at an all-time high. Everybody's happy. They go to the local grocery store just juggling items, no intention on buying them, just in the aisles yelling, even food! He's coming to town, y'all! Hell yeah! You think he's gonna do the lettuce bit? I don't know, I'm not even going to the show. I'm just happy he's here.